Hey y'all, it's Brandon with Voodoo Forge. So I got one of those new Doyle anvils for some of my students to use when I do classes, and I needed to build an anvil stand for it before I tried it out, so this is that adventure. The first thing I need is an anvil stand for this thing. So I've already got some of my stuff to build it with, and like most things I build for the shop, this is scrap material. That's 1.5 inch angle iron, 1/4 inch thick, maybe 2 foot of it that came out of the scrap pile. This plate right here is cut out and flattened from my favorite scrap material, scrap oxygen cylinder, and this is a chunk of cylinder which is going to be the main part of the anvil stand. So that's what I'm going to build it out of, and I've got an idea to where I can put sand in it to make it a little heavier, so I've got to do a little cutting on this.
Okay.
Now with this tacked on, we can set it to the side. Just angle iron cut out to be welded into a rectangle. We'll need some of my more weights here. I cut this material late last night, and I can't lie, my bandsaw got to cutting a little wonky, so my angles are not perfect. There's going to be some little gaps here and there, but that's alright. It's nothing we can't fill. And well, it sits down in our little tray just fine, so now I can weld this whole thing up. Not a good even twist, but it'll do. It'll do. Well, originally the plan was going to be to paint this a nice industrial gray, but once I got to wire wheeling it, it's got a really nice patina. Patina is the professional way to say that. So I think I'm going to keep that, maybe clear coat it. Okay. Got this bad boy inverted on top of our little rack we made for the anvil, so let's weld her on there. This is a finished anvil stand, I hope. The idea is I can fill it with sand, and if I need to dump it, I can grab these two handles and dump the sand out through this V here. See how the anvil looks on it. It's alright. Currently, I do not have anything locking the anvil into position. The idea is for this to be a lightweight portable setup I can use for classes. When I don't have classes, I can store the anvil in the shop and leave the anvil stand outside. If I find that I need to lock the anvil down to the anvil stand, it shouldn't be too much trouble to drill a couple of holes in the angle down there and tap them, and just put a piece of flat stock that I can tighten down, and that should hold the anvil. Put one on either side, and that should hold it in place just fine. We'll see if I need to do that first. She's all set up. Now I just need to start forging on her. Late night decision. Those are usually poor. We got a storm coming through, so I might be able to sit up a little late. I've decided I cannot go through the night without seeing police sand in this little anvil stand. See how this goes. Yeah, I think it's gonna do her there. We'll add 66 more pounds. Here we go, there's its final form. I could add some more sand, maybe 15 more pounds of sand if I wanted to. I've used it at this point, and I don't think I'm going to have to make it to where it locks to the anvil stand. Just because I'm only doing light work on it. It's a small anvil, so I'm not going to do anything real heavy on it. But I like the anvil stand. I like the portability of it. I like the fact I can make it heavier or lighter. So hopefully it'll give y'all some ideas. Y'all, I was going to do the anvil stand build in the same video where I kind of try out the anvil and see what I think of it. But that would have been a really long video, so I'm going to have to break it in half. Sorry. But I'll have the review of the anvil up real quick. But anyway, y'all let me know what you think down there. And y'all behave yourselves.